What is you? What is no? That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Taylor, the last question, and this is for you. What else is of significance there? So, what else is significant there? What around there would we find? Other than cranial nerve 8, from the pontocerebellar medullary angle, what else is important in that area? Foramen of Luschka. Right? So that's where the lateral foramen of Luschka open, right? So the foramen of Luschka open into the, whereas the what? Whereas Majandi will open into the, back here, into the cisterna magna. Reasonable? So there would be the foramen of what? Luschka. Okay. This is still just one person alone. And this is it Tenisa, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So Tenisa, this is for you alone. Just tell me the afferents too. Afferents to this part, to these parts of the cerebellum. Afferents. Yep.
Okay, so this is
Reasonable. So they could put it like this. Reasonable. They could put it like this, and they could put it like that. Okay, so this, that is equivalent. And by the way, there's a little lady by the name of Melissa. Melissa, right, look over my shoulder, love. Who is this little boy?
That's going to be. Oh, that's the fourth. That's the
Correct. Very good. This is the fourth. Reasonable. So the fourth. Right? So that's cranial nerve 4. Reasonable? Okay. So remember this. Right? Right? Where am I having the forceps in? Where's the forceps in? Primary fissura. The fissura prima. And here was more the what there? Right? Transverse fissure, we can call it. All right, here. So the afferents to there and the afferents to here are the same thing. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Same thing.
Sure.
Or to it down. Let's just put it down.
Okay.
Okay, so there, we're going to the exam. And the afferents. What are the afferents?
Well, the yellow one.
There's no start this way. I can't start in the middle. Yes.
Somebody help.
No.
Okay, this one deals with balance, right?
So main afferent.
Main afferent will be coming from your vestibular.
No, I just want the name. Just the name. Name the afferent. Main name of the afferent. Vestibular cerebellum. Reasonable. So the afferent is the vestibulocerebellar tract. Simple as that. The vestibulocerebellar tract. Reasonable.
Yeah.
From the vestibular nuclei.
Yeah.
Okay, that's in relation to the inferior cerebellar peduncle. Right, the different vestibular nuclei. Okay, afferents to the yellow.
The pontocerebellar.
You, Tenisa, you know better than that, love. That's the paravermal area.
Okay, yes, the paravermal.
What type? What sensory modality is going there?
The paravermal.
Unconscious proprioception, right? Joint sense information. Where are the receptors? Where most of the receptors?
In
Most of them.
the lower rim, that's what you
Taylor, where are most of the receptors?
Unconscious proprioception.
Remember, you're sharp, you're going to survive in the West. Right? So where are the receptors? The bulk of them are coming from where?
Is it like the
Where? Taylor, remember, you're a sharp lady now, you know. You're not going to get shot down in the West, though.
Clark's column.
Muscle spindles.
muscle spindles, Golgi tendon?
Right, and we have a whole heap of muscles all over the body. Right, and within all those muscles are the what? The spindles, which are going to, depending on, stretch. Reasonable? All right, so the muscle spindles. What else?
Golgi tendon.
Golgi tendon organs. Right, what else? And there are some cutaneous ones, right? and in some of the ligaments of the joints. Reasonable? So they're carrying what? Proprioceptive input. Okay? So what are the afferent tracts to this part of the cerebellum? So we know it uses unconscious proprioception. What are the afferent tracts?
The dorsal and ventral spinocerebellar.
Right? Anterior and posterior spinocerebellar tract. What else?
Yep.
No. Taylor, other ones. Cuneo-cerebellar. Right, that's taking from above what? Above what? Above C8, so from C7 going up, reasonable? So that's going to take up very important for the upper limb, isn't that so?
Yeah.
Right, upper limb. Brachial plexus is what? C5 to T1, okay. All right, so from the accessory cuneate nucleus, so cuneo-cerebellar, right, some olivocerebellar fibers. What else? Very, very important. And Taylor, no, like that.
Going to the afferent.
Yes, no. You're placed in the Wild West right now. Taylor, no, you can't get. Look at Charles. Look at what happened to Charles. No longer alive. One of the few remaining people in the West. P, no. Very anemic. The patient has a head, yes or no? He has muscles of mastication and he can open his mouth and yawn and all of those kind of things. All of that is going to where? Trigeminal. Right, trigeminocerebellar. So we have to have proprioception from the head. We can't just have proprioception from here. We have to have, the head is very important. So proprioception from the head is coming primarily by the trigeminocerebellar. So anterior and posterior spinocerebellar. Then above C8, cuneo-cerebellar. Then we have a head, and the head is trigeminocerebellar. But it's controversial whether trigeminocerebellar goes through the superior cerebellar peduncle or the inferior cerebellar peduncle. Okay? All right, so that's that. Okay? And we know the main output is interpositor rubral. That is the output. Interpositor rubral. Reasonable? All right, the interpositor rubral. Okay? Which is going to go, the interpositor rubral then goes through the superior cerebellar peduncle. Isn't that so?
Yeah.
Crosses in the decussation, goes on to the red nucleus, forms a rubrospinal tract, which will now immediately cross in the decussation of the rubrospinal tract. Reasonable? No, we're not taking any questions. Give a chance. It's all right, but give a chance. We don't want to what? Get off our track. We're on what? A track. Okay. Go ahead now, Denise. So main afferent, pontocerebellar, or transverse pontocerebellar. Right? What? Transverse pontocerebellar. Main output? Dentato-rubrothalamic or dentato-thalamic. To which nucleus of the thalamus?
VL and VA.
VL, and but primarily VL. Reasonable? Okay. And from VL to where? And from VL to where? So this part of here is projecting to where on the cortex?
VL.
So this projects to where on the cortex?
No.
To the singular gyrus, yes or no?
No.
What does the singular gyrus deal with?
Anterior thalamic nucleus.
What does it deal with?
Limbic.
What does limbic deal with?
Emotions.
John Fowler. Where is he? Very good, right? He is what? A limbic man. You think so, Tenisa? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Okay. Doesn't know about anybody.
I don't know, sir.
Okay, so where is that going to go to? Just fun. So where is that going to go? To not the singular gyrus at all. Reasonable? Because we're not dealing with emotions and all of that sort of stuff. So where is it going to go to? To motor, premotor, and supplementary motor. To motor, premotor, and supplementary motor. All right. Away with this. All right, that's very, very quick. Okay, let's put this guy on here. Okay, so very quick. All right, let's just do this very quick. Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Just relax. All right. Okay, just relax. There. Okay. That's just a little thing we're setting up right here. Okay, oh wow, look, the pin has been in here so many times. Look how many times they've put the pin in here. Look at that. You see how that looks, Brandon? Look how this looks. So they put the pin in there many, many times. So that's for an exam, you know. Anytime you see a hole left back, it's because it was in the exam. All right? There. There. Okay. There's some more pins. All right, just relax. There. Okay. And here. All of these are for who? Taylor, who are all of these for?
Tanisha.
Hmm?
Tanisha.
P. We've been very, very easy with him tonight. We've been very, very, very easy with him tonight. All right, we've been very, very easy with him tonight. All right, all right, all right, all right. I think that's enough. So I can give him another one there. Okay. And we'll give him one more. All right, right there. All right. That's all right. Okay, P. There. All of these are for you. Yes, 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 yes. A step at a time. Look first. Two less than that. Look. Okay. So P, try to look upside down. In the bulk of the people are here. On this side, okay? All right. Or no. Okay, that's terrible for you. Go ahead. Cunious. Precunious. That's precunious. Okay. All right. Let me go with it. Wait now. Wait. I want some different colors. Give me colors. Colors. Any other colors? Here.